Hey loves, my name is Kyle August, and I'm here to help you manifest your specific person in the quickest and easiest way possible. Today, I actually want to talk about self concept and why it is so important when it comes to manifesting our specific person or actually even anything for that matter. So, when it comes to our self concept, we all know it's important. We've all heard like our affirmations, visualizations, everything aligning with our self concept. We know it's very important. But I want to discuss exactly why it is and how it actually makes everything so much easier if you actually begin to focus on that to begin with. So I always like to think about self concept as basically being the foundation in which we build our entire manifestation from. And I'll give you guys a really good example or metaphor to explain that a lot further. But I wanted to go over some statements that if you find yourself saying, it actually can give you insight that your self concept isn't exactly where it needs to be, or you're not feeling exactly worthy or deserving of what you desire. So I have them written down right here. So, have you ever said this? Have you ever said, this is too good to be true? Have you ever said, something bad is about to happen, or I feel like something bad is about to happen? Or this can't last forever. If you have heard yourself or thought those statements, it may be actually stemming from nothing outside of you, none of your like internal self-doubts or beliefs, but specifically your self-concept. If you are not feeling worthy and deserving of what you desire, you're going to feel like this thing cannot last forever. You're going to be thinking it's only a matter of time before I resort or revert back to that old concept or that old state, right? It's being heavily connected to that past story, but we're letting that version of ourselves die, and we're completely diving into the new story. Because I'm here to tell you, and I'm sure I've said this before, you guys were born worthy and deserving of everything you could ever want. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to do something to deserve it. You were born and you have the desire. So that means that thing is meant for you, and you can achieve anything and absolutely everything that you desire. Sorry, I kind of got my notes over here. So, for the metaphor, and I'm going to show you why working on self concept or feeling that worthiness and deservingness, if that's a word, for your manifestation makes it so much easier. So I want you to imagine two different skyscrapers, and I'll show you how this actually, what this means when it comes to manifestation. So if you want to build a perfect skyscraper, you want to achieve that goal, right? If you start off with the foundation very firm, very sturdy, right? It's so much easier to build on top of each new existing level, right? You can go as high as you want, and it's not going to matter. There's going to be no problem when it comes to your skyscraper, right? But this is an idea that we are manifesting something that we feel very worthy of, right? We feel very good and abundant. We bring that thing to us and we move into that reality, and it's very easy. We don't have any doubts. There's no shakiness. But then take that idea of shakiness to this other metaphor. Let's say we build a skyscraper and we really gloss over the foundation. We're really just focused on achieving that and making the skyscraper. We're like, whatever, the foundation's good enough, let's just keep moving. That's us attempting to move into something we truly don't feel worthy of, but we're focused exclusively on the goal. But what does that do if we kind of attempt to gloss over that? That feeling inside of us begins to resonate there, and we begin to have those conversations or those comments that I mentioned earlier, in which this is too good to be true, this can't last forever. That's the shakiness that you're experiencing with that skyscraper built on a not so solid foundation, right? The further you go, the more shakiness you're going to feel. The closer you're getting to your manifestation, the shakier you're going to feel if we didn't really go through and really change our internal state to match that feeling. But the difference and how I know for a fact, and I've seen it happen, how manifestation actually becomes easier when you work on that foundation, when you get that self concept, when you know you are deserving of your specific person, you are deserving of all the love you could ever ask for. When you have that solid foundation, it's so easy to just build upon it. It's so good to take in a new affirmation of my specific person loves me. It's like, oh yes, perfect. There's nothing in you resisting that at all. When your specific person shows up in your reality, you're like, of course they would show up in my reality. Look at me. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. And you guys are awesome and amazing. And when you're feeling this way, your specific person showing up how you want is not surprising. It feels very natural, very easy, like, right? And then again, the level after another, you're continuously building that skyscraper. You're continuously moving upwards and onwards towards your goal. But as for the skyscraper with the not so solid foundation, the more you're building upon that, the more shaky it's going to become until you actually look at that foundation. And imagine you are a crew attempting to build upon a new level of a shaky tower. It feels so much more difficult, right? If you're going to, again, experience those same statements of like, is this going to last forever? And have you guys actually felt that when it comes to anything when you're manifesting? A lot of times we reach, I forget what book it's called. I think it's called The Big Leap. They talk about this idea of reaching in like an upper limit problem. And that's when you approach and you're manifesting something, you truly have a hard time feeling like it's real in your reality. But Neville Goddard mentions when you're manifesting, you need to get into a state of naturalness. When you feel like something's natural, it's so easy to keep it in your life, right? Something natural is everything around you. Things that are natural feel permanent. Things that are natural don't have you questioning in the way that I mentioned earlier, which I'm going to go back to. Like, this is too good to be true. Something bad is about to happen. This just can't last forever. Think of something natural and something that feels natural that ever exhibits those types of thoughts or creates those thoughts within us. You would say zero. It is so easy to work on your self-concept first rather than attempting to work on it later. Because imagine going back to that tower metaphor, if you're working, you have levels above it, you feel like you're getting close to your manifestation and it's still feeling shaky, you can always go back to readjust, cement that foundation, know that you are worthy and deserving, and you're going to completely eliminate that shakiness. But it is very good. You'll find yourself feeling struggles that again are an illusion because everything is a reflection of your consciousness, all because your foundation is just you didn't kind of work through it. But again, right now, just take some time, do some do some self-concept affirmations. Do things that make you feel very good, very confident, very loved. Take time to do your hair in the morning. Wear some clothes you really enjoy. I know that technically you don't need any of this to feel confident. You can just assume the state, but utilizing the things, almost like limiting beliefs in your reality, of things that make you feel confident, it's so much easier to get into that state. And it's so easy to do that too, right? Like if it's already a belief or assumption that we have that we need to dress properly, groom ourselves to feel good and feel confident, and know that everybody around us kind of reiterates that idea, feeling into this worth is going to have you creating new beliefs in your mind of knowing that your specific person is absolutely lucky to be in your reality and not the other way around. You're not lucky to be with your SP. You could be with anyone. You're the creator of this reality and you are picking and choosing them. So know that they are absolutely so astounded and happy and just so excited to be with you at any given moment. And that's again that foundation that makes every level above it so much easier to work on and create and move. And you find it so easy to then hang out with your specific person, get contact, move in with them, start dating them, whatever it is that you desire. You'll find it goes so much easier, so much more effortless by just doing this one simple thing. Try this out and let me know how it works for you. I've gotten crazy, absolutely magnificent results in my coaching sessions just with this specific idea. So utilize it and see how everything, and I mean everything, becomes easy, it becomes effortless. You see your specific person show up in ways that you could not even imagine. But if you did have any questions about what we talked about today, make sure to leave it in the comments section below, or if you wanted to reach out to me on my website, head over to kyleaugustcoaching.com. Make sure to like this video if you really enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. I know you guys are going to have so much success with this idea, so I can't wait for you guys to try it out. But that's all I got for you today. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.